We'll do a review in Likutei Sichos in Chelik Chav Hey. This is the first Sicha for the Parshas Vayera. The Rebbe basically explains the Rambam in the laws of Gibulus Chasodim. Actually, this is in Hilchos Ovel, in which he talks about the mitzvah of helping, more comforting the mourners, etc. So the Rambam brings down over there about the greatness of Achnosos Orchim, and that it's greater even than the greeting the divine, and brings the proof from our posuk in Chumash that Abraham saw the three men. And the Rebbe asks a lot of questions on this Rambam throughout the Sikha, because the Rambam just quotes the first part. He saw three men. It doesn't say what is really going on. The Rebbe brings out that in Gemilus Chasodim, one of the pathways that Abraham taught was not just what you give them, but is that what you give them, that you make them feel good about what you give them. And the fact, Vayar v'hinei shloisha anoshim, that's just to see the three people, that already tells us how great the path of Achnosos Orchim than Kabbalah's Bnei Shechina. The Rebbe answers, well, they didn't really need Abraham's food, they didn't really eat, or they pretended to eat, etc. But here what we're learning is that when the person gives, he's supposed to, this aspect of giving, he's supposed to make the other person feel that when somebody's giving you, when you're the recipient, that the person really cares about you. And that's expressed mainly if after he gives, he actually escorts you later on, as the Rebbe will explain. Learning the Sicha, Lilu Nishmas Arav Levi Yitzchak, the benefit of his soul, Tei Nishmos Yitzrura B'tzrei Rachayim. Let's learn the Sicha step by step. Vayera. So, Aleph. So first the Rebbe brings down, quoting the Rambam. The Rambam zogt, Ugedoyla hachnosas orchim mehakabolas b'nei shchina. That inviting the guest, bringing in guest, is even greater than greeting the face of the divine. Shenemar. Because the pasuk says, Vayar, Avram saw, V'hinei shloisha anoshim, behold, there's three people. Now the Rambam doesn't bring the rest of the story, that he invited them in and he asked Hashem to wait and invited him. It just brings the pasuk, Vayar v'hinei shloisha anoshim. Seemingly, that doesn't even say etc. Seems that this is the proof. From them was the Rambam bring nor die vier Wörter. The fact that Rambam only brings these four words, Vayar v'hinei shloisha anoshim, und is a viele nicht mehr Rames, if divided dicke Wörter durch Mesu sein v'goymer. He's not even hinting on the following words by adding etc. Is mashma, so that it appears that according to the Rambam, as the Rai is von die vier Wörter allein, the evidence is from these four words, the fact that he saw that there's three angels. So isn't it moving? So this is not understood. How could you learn from the fact that he saw there's three men, as that the greeting or bringing in the guest is greater than greeting the Shechina? How do you see that? He just saw them. How do we learn? So the Tmi is not going to say, but the question is even greater. The Rambam, not only does he bring the psukim, he changes from the Gemara. The Gemara brings the other psukim in which he told Hashem to wait while he greets and invites and takes care of his guests. But the Rambam changes that and brings us the pasuk only at the beginning, and he switches it from what the Gemara says. The Tmiya is not Gresser. the surprise is even greater. The mocker from the Maimer is the Gemara in Masechta Shabbos. The source for this statement of the Rambam quotes here that is greater Kabbalah's Shechina comes from Tractate Shabbos. Und in der Gemara wird gebracht an ander Posik Masipur. The Gemara brings a different verse from this story. The Gemara says that bringing in the guest is greater than greeting the Shechina. Diksi, because the Posik says, Vayomer Adonai. So he says, Hashem, Im no motzosi chen beinecha, if I find favor in the eyes. So Moshe Abraham Avinu is saying this to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem, I'll know im no motzosi chen beinecha, I'll know saber. He's asking Hashem, please wait for me, don't leave me, while he is going to go invite the guest. Rashi touched up. I'll know saber, don't leave, don't pass. He left Hashem there, and he himself went to greet the guest. Thus haste, it means. Aleph, number one, the Rambam is Mishaner from the Raya Gemara. The Rambam changes from the proof of the Gemara. So that's first of all, why does he change? But he's not just changing, he's taking a very clear proof over there. The Eibishter is being asked to wait for the Orchim. That's a clear proof. And from that it's obvious and explained that she's asking Hashem to wait for him. So it means that accepting the guest is more important. He's asking Hashem to wait. Bringt up posik with Rayas Klamit moving. And instead he brings a verse which we don't understand, it's at all not understood. How do you see from the fact that he saw three people that it's greater to invite Hashem, the divine, than invite the guest than attending to Hashem? And number three, this is Hepech Darke Shel HaRambam. This is contrary to the normal way of the Rambam, which is Mishane Zainu bringen a Posik Shel Niskar B'Gemara Klal Ma'achar Shemavur Yosef. So the Rambam will, as quoted in the in Yad Malachi, the rule, the klolim of the Rambam, he says that the Rambam will change and he'll bring a posik that the Gemara didn't mention at all because it's more detailed, more explained. But in this case, he brings a posik which is less explained, and then it changes in the Gemara. Why would the Rambam do that? Something which needs to be explained. What does the Rambam mean by bringing down just the part, the